Well, here we are again, back on Neill here in Wait the Hunter 2, and today's the day. If all goes to plan, we'll be taking our first ever 5-star here in the game. Now, technically we did get a 5-star muley during early access, but obviously, like, our save didn't carry over from that, so our first 5-star in the live game. If you caught the last video, we were able to, take down this guy. Well, he was a piebald when we mounted him. Oh no. Well, hopefully he'll be a piebald again in the future. Regardless, in the process of aging him up, we ended up finding a 96% elk. Also, we had an 87%er. I think maybe both can make it. So we're going to be doing the same kind of thing today, aging those guys up, continuing to work on our pronghorn genetics, whitetail, all the other species up in that area. It is up here in Sullock Shore in the northwest. And maybe if we make enough money, we'll build more of the habitat enhancements as well. So we've got pronghorn out here. There's a 14% buck. There's a buck there at 10%. Some of these pronghorn genetics up here are really, really poor, but we've seen like decent ones in this area too. At that distance, we shouldn't need the shooting stick. I think I can see one running with its head down like it's tumbling, so a mark, well, that's not quite somewhere in there. And one of the very first things on our agenda today is to go and locate that 96% bull, just to make absolutely sure I know where it is. I think it's this zone here, but because we spent so much time and passed so many age cycles last time, getting our piebald bison, who is unfortunately no longer piebald, in the lodge, that bull was decently old. And what I can't afford is to not know where he is, pass a cycle or two, and then get close to, his max age. So, I don't think I saw a stumbling pronghorn because it is laying right here. A little bit uneven, I think. Maybe not. I thought he had like more of a sharper hook on his left side. Regardless, not the greatest. I shot this one before? Couldn't tell you when. Probably last time. While we were going around trying to manage stuff down. Makes sense, it was 10%. This shot, a whole lot better, right through the lungs. Go ahead and sell that, 100 credits. And because we had taxed that bison, which, looking back, I sort of regret now. We don't have a lot of money, so we'll be probably working on that too. Speaking of bison, is there like a mature male? That guy's not bad. I might wait. There's two around the same area. Let's get the 39%er. By killing it now, because he's the lower genetic potential male, that should help this herd a little bit. When I said I was going to wait, my thought was maybe get to 20 years old or so, and take it out and make more credits from that individual animal. But because there's two and this guy has the weaker genes, it should only serve to help us out. So, gonna watch him. Must have been a pretty good shot. It didn't go far at all. I like to headshot him because there's less waste. You make more credits from it, but at that angle, obviously, double lung gets the job done. And I think since we're kind of heading up off the creek that we're hunting down for the moment, we might as well go ahead and really try to find that elk. So that's still worth 320 credits. I'll take it. That puts us close to 1,000. Provided one or both of them get to 5-star today. Like, I don't really care if they change fur types, because they should just be the regular common. So I think we're going to want a little money to at least do some shoulder mounts. So that's another good bull there. 82% young. That guy, 22%. Probably want to... I don't know what they're doing, but... like, if we can get a shot at that one, I guess we go for it. I actually wouldn't mind if they see us, so moving around, not the worst thing. He doesn't see us. Turn, we should be able to get a shot in there, even if that's not the weakest genetic male in there. That'll help. I was looking, though. I don't think this is the right zone. Now, I'm pretty sure I screenshotted the area that I want to check, so maybe I'm just incorrect about where I think I'm at. But I'm fairly sure we need to confirm where we're actually looking for that bull. Oh, a 90%er. Alright, even though I believe we're in the wrong area, still worth coming up here. Our elk genetics are in great shape, and it really, I think, is because I've just shot a bunch of elk trying to make money, and we're going to go down there again. There's a mature bull in there, too, that, like, need taken out anyway, so that'll help. That guy was 22%, makes us 127 credits. By the way, I was, like, right and wrong. I looked on the way down here. The zone is right next to that elk icon. I don't have an elk zone there. I like, remember picking one up, so I'm not really sure what's up with that, but I guess we'll have to go and hopefully find the zone now. By the way, some pretty weak bison genetics down here. 17% for that. If we can headshot him, it's not going to be worth a lot because it's a younger male, but let's still try it. 0 for 219. Hopefully. Just make that headshot perfect. And we're plenty far enough away those other bulls that have the 90%er and stuff in there won't have heard that. Man, like, if we can get things going up here, because our elk are looking really good, I think we've made some progress on our pronghorn despite the 10%er that we started with. And I know our deer genetics and stuff up here need some work, but man, we get those feeders built. This could be a real paradise. But our bison, that guy, 17%er, 195 credits for that. Didn't get the brain shot, but hit him in the skull, and that does enough. So the main thing is going to be, do we try to locate, like, the weakest one? I mean, that guy's not bad at 73%. Some nice looking bulls in there, but, like, that 40% mature, that would be perfect if there isn't, like, a, 20%er in there somewhere. Now, I mentioned the deer. There's a 12-year-old muley buck here. Looks like he's on his own. Well, no, there is another. Better check, because if one is weaker genetics... Okay, that's actually a 71%er. I really feel like, and I don't know if this is a good thing, but if you just pass a bunch of time, like we did to age our bison, heart shot by the way, stuff just ends up pretty high genetics. But you combine that with the elk, like I said, we kept on shooting low genetic potential matures to make all that money. I mean, there's potential 5 stars all over the place, as many as maybe 3 on our map right now. This guy, though, should help the muley genetic situation. 100% on the right lung, 100% on the heart. 239 credits, and we are up to 1,500 just like that. So I do believe this bull is the optimal kill for, like, all the reasons. Weakest genetics, oldest bull, should make us the most money. That right there is the 90%er. The main thing is, we need to make sure we shoot the right one as they kind of walk around. The nice thing, that's the darker fur on the one that we need to worry about, so shouldn't get confused between them. Would it be, I guess, the one that bedded down? Just make sure we get that into the vitals. Frankly, I think any of them, even if we got it wrong, will be fine, but that should have been him. So this has already taken a lot longer than intended. We better get up there and find the bull that we're actually after today. Through the lungs, that was indeed the 40%er. 300 credits is very nice. And, let's see. I guess, oh, that's right, because I knew the campsite was right next to it. Let's hope we can just get eyes on him easily. There's a 98%er in here. Dude, these elk genetics are nuts. I don't know if that's the same herd. It might be. We did shoot, I think, a 50-ish% bull that was next to the 96%er, if this is indeed the herd, which I kind of think it's going to be. What time is it? 9:50. They might be leaving their drink zone, which would be a little unfortunate because we're still not going to have it exactly, but let's see first if this is even them. We ought to see a pretty good set of antlers sticking up somewhere if it is. 54%er, so one to definitely take. Ooh, that's a pretty big one. Is that him? Can't get him spotted. Yes, he's a 96%er, and he's 15 years old. We won't have to wait too long. What's the star rating now? Kind of didn't pay any attention to that. He's currently only a 2-star, so he's going to have to make quite a jump. I think that 47 is going to be the one to take. I mean, we may well have another future 5-star in this herd before we're done. So I kind of purposely got seen here. Look at him. Can't wait to see him in about 5 age cycles, but actually, I don't know that they're onto us. I thought they were. Well, let's go to 109. Get that one, I hope. Pretty sure he just dropped right there. If we did indeed get him, I mean, having 2 in like the high 90s should really help. That looked like the one, but there were 2, right? There was like a 50%er as well. Yeah, he's down right there. See, like, do I have, oh, maybe it's these. It's crazy that would only be stable if there's multiple in like the high 90s. Either way, that was actually back of the neck. Does good enough. 40%, 47%er out of the gene pool. Wouldn't mind getting that 50-some% or two, like even before the next cycle passes. We'll see if that works out, because I don't know if resting again will pass a cycle. And, I don't know, maybe we can find a pronghorn down this way? Now, our whitetail look like they still need some work. I don't even see it. We spotted a 17%er. If there's another buck in here, I'm not getting eyes on it. Okay, that's that 17% buck. Might as well go ahead and take that out too. I didn't see any pronghorn on the creek, but we're getting past their drink time, so that's not a huge shock. Just tuck that right up under the armpit. He should not be going far at all. And then, kind of the next order of business here, we'll probably fast travel to here. Maybe go ahead and rest, try to get those elk back here so we can get that 50%er. We gotta go and find the 87.8, I think he was, because he ought to be getting pretty mature as well. This might actually be like my favorite part of Wait the Hunter 2, like when there is a potential, or I think in the case of those 90+ percenters, guaranteed 5 stars on the map. The main thing is, like, we're trying to pass time, right? So we're just bouncing around, shooting literally anything. Competent hunter. I guess you would need to be competent to get a 5-star. What do we unlock? A backpack? Now we got a skill point. Let's see here. I had been saving. I want one more. I had been saving for something on here. Oh, increased. Probably walking speed? Probably we'll go with that. So, still gonna wait on that. So I think that's the herd with our bull. 72% mature. 63% mature. Uh-oh. 70% young. I mean, he can't have died. He was younger than the 96%er. So, I might be misremembering where he's actually at. I don't think it's this herd. Oh, maybe it is. 87.9? I thought he was older than that. If he's only 5, I don't think we're going to be taking that one out today. Trying to spot the one behind him, because there's like a mature bull in there that doesn't look too bad. 78.9. Alright. There are some pronghorn up here behind us. We have 21% male, 25% male, and then the one there is actually decent at 53. Let's see if we can get the one that's behind him. For once, there's a big enough, like, visible difference. We ought to be able to tell with the horns. Yeah, it's this guy here. We just shot a doe in the foot. Not super useful. At this stage, what's the weakest bull in here? It's that one, right? Yeah, 63%. Let's go ahead and do that. Hope he doesn't move at the exact second we pull the trigger. It's gonna be this guy. At the very least, that should actually help us. And this is, like, where it gets difficult from a management perspective. When you get to the stage that, like, the lower genetic males are in the 70s, I don't know, like, should we take that one out? Surely I've got other bulls in the area that would be better. That shot came in a little low, just blasted right through the leg there. Took him out, 300 credits. I think, like, we better let him go. And I want to just go down through here and see what else we encounter. 53% male bison. That's kind of better than most of the ones I've seen. Now that's looking a little better. 75% whitetail. These other ones in here aren't that bad either. 50% mature. That guy, 66%. And then that 42 is obviously the one to take. Now, can we keep an eye on that one? It shouldn't be... Okay, it's... is it the one that moved? I think it's that one, right? I better be right about this. I'm pretty sure I am. Because, like, physically he was the smallest looking one. I guess we'll see. Hey, we've got pronghorn. 16% buck, 12% buck. 38. 47. And 35. Well, is it this one? No. That guy back there we gotta take. I can say for sure, this will be the correct one that we gotta get. Pop that shot through there. He's stumbling. I'm fairly sure we would have passed an age cycle by now. We also probably just spooked those elk. I wanted to come back and see what, like, respawn we got in the herd with the 290s. But, then we ran into other stuff, and, like, the potential for eventually a 5-star whitetail, too much to ignore. Do we not even... you know what? Probably not the worst thing. We didn't kill that buck, so even if we shot the wrong one, it's alright. We'll try to get him, like, at some point as we're checking down here. Whenever that time comes, I really want to know where we hit that one. Could that be a separate group of them? Actually, kind of doesn't matter. Even if it's the same group, there are plenty more that we can go and get. Check that out. 80% 3-star muley? What else do we have in here? 16% adult. Okay. Probably need to... Geez, 22% adult? And 70... Like... the range of genetics is all over the place. Suppose we'll go ahead and take that 16% route? I guess this is kind of a product of... We've not really managed our muleys at all. So, they just kind of... You know... respawn as whatever. As opposed to, like, with our elk, where we were consistently managing them. They at least seem to follow the herd average a little bit more. Is that like a bad shot? I mean, how could we have not gotten that? We didn't? How the heck? Just stop there? I'll go 375. It's whatever. We'll be able to identify it by, like, sight, because he's obviously the smallest one. Stop in there. Well, kind of. Oh boy. The other one's head's in the way? Was. Okay, now he's stumbling. By the way, there's pronghorn. What a weird situation. 14%. Not exactly what I was hoping to see. Between that and the mule deer, a couple of absolute studs. Pretty sure that shot's gonna be right in there. I'm gonna mark that too because not too far. Actually, I think he just dropped somewhere in there. Now we gotta recover him. So mule deer here, I cannot wait to see what the heck happened on the first shot. Just not enough damage to the lungs. We kind of went over the near side lung. We did about 40% damage to each. Just wasn't a kill shot. Second shot with the 375 does plenty of damage to the lung. So at least we got those genetics out of there. This pronghorn should be laying somewhere roughly in this area. I'm sure I saw him fall. It's just a matter of where exactly did he end up. Right there. Go ahead and grab that. Lots of really weak genetics getting taken out today. God, look at that bull, dude. He's 96%. He's a 3-star now. What else we have? That 54% needs taken out. I want to know what the new young bull in here is. I don't see it yet. I mean, there should be one. Is that it? No, these are all cows. I mean, I know we've passed an age cycle since we killed the other one. It does not look like there's another bull, at least for the moment. In that case, let's go ahead and get that 54% taken out. I forgot about those whitetail, by the way. I spooked them a minute ago, so gotta go back and get that 40%er. I'm hurrying because I didn't want to clip the big bull with a pass-through. Should be good there. Go ahead and grab this guy. We can build another feeder, and I think we'll go ahead and do that. He was worth 261. That puts us to 3,400. Now, I feel like we should build the other one, like, right in this immediate area. That's 3,500. We'll get something on the way there. Okay, he's stepping out front. Now, that cow's kind of in my way, but surely... No breath. Who needs it? He's smoked. That'll be real nice. Build that feeder right there. I really don't know, like, for the habitat enhancements, is it, like, everything in Solicum sure when we do these? I don't know, but whether it is or not, I think having the habitat enhancement right there obviously will impact these elk. So another bull down, that is going to put us to right about 3,700, but we're going to spend all of that. The nice thing, because I'm figuring on doing shoulder mounts for the elk, at least, like, for now, we should only need a few hundred, I think, to do that, which really favors, you know, we're trying to improve the habitat, right? Do as many things we can, like with these. I think we can remove some invasive plants and stuff. Just all that kind of stuff. Costs a lot. So if our taxidermy doesn't, all the better. Look at the size. Is that our... Yeah, they're down here now. Golly, that thing's huge. So there definitely wasn't... I mean, wasn't he 15 years old when we shot the other one? I don't get why another bull hasn't respawned into that herd, unless it doesn't work like that anymore. Well, any more being, like, compared to weight 101. Anyway, let's do that. Elk, indeed, are listed as our pronghorn, mule deer, whitetail, even bison. Ants. See if this is a different feeder than we've seen. Yeah, it is. Kind of... I don't know what that even would be. Is it a mineral block? Maybe. At least they don't all look the same. It gives you some variety. So I've been pretty busy trying to earn credits, manage genetics, and all that kind of stuff. Finally got back down here to these whitetail. I think, anyway, that's the one that we hit earlier, but, you know, there was a chance we maybe shot the wrong one. We're gonna find out one way or another. Turkeys there? I had a, do I still have that? There was a turkey mission. I don't really remember what it was called. Yeah, 2 female turkeys, 60% or lower. Might go and chase those just for the credit purposes. But first things first, that whitetail is laying right there. By the way, there's a hen, 40%. Let's just line up and get that. Hope I don't pick the wrong one. Should be almost certainly that one. Just gonna stand there a second. Plop. As long as it's any hen that's under 60, that's 800 more credits, which is just fantastic. We just had a huge lag spike. That kind of freaked me out. Anyway, did we hit this whitetail buck earlier? We did. Shot him right in the spine, just didn't die. We were shooting over top of another buck, so it makes enough sense. Man, a 308 round to the spine, it did 70%. Just not enough. Cost us a little money because we shot him twice. Got pronghorn out there. This is definitely the species that I feel like we're seeing the least improvement with as we keep on shooting stuff. I mean, 60% is good, but then you got a 20% young. Are these all bucks? Every one of them. The angle is not great. Oh, he's bent down. It's actually good because what we'll do, check the range, actually further than I thought. We'll just doink him in the head. He got up and right back down. You know, he's 18 years old. He's still only a 3-star. Is he going to jump 1-star rating each of the last 2 years? I surely hope so. I mean, I guess all of our hopes can lie on that guy, but he has to, right? He's definitely added a bunch of times, which is cool. No other bull here, though. So either that 40-some%, but we killed the 50 as well in the prior cycle. It's making me think maybe, like, your respawns aren't right back into the same herd always? That or, I don't know, they're hiding. Anyway, that hen... Where the heck did that end up? Oh, there it is. Sounds like the rest of them are too far away. That was 40%. Good. Dispo, sure. 800 credits. We'll take every last one we can get. So then our pronghorn is down right here. Actually, directly into the brain. Not bad. 15%. Man, I hope those genetics start to increase. Look at that guy. So there is our bull. He's still a 3-star at 19 years old. So does he even have a chance? I don't know. I mean, maybe he jumps 2-star ratings, but is that even possible? They do seem like the way the stars work is entirely different than Weight 101, because, like, this guy, as even a 7-year-old adult, 98%, probably would be 2-star already. I guess we're gonna have to just pass one more age cycle and find out. That's crazy. I thought for sure it'd be 4-star, and honestly, I thought it'd be 4-star 3 age cycles ago. By the way, we have another 90% bull. This is down here by, like, the area where that 87%er is. Now you gotta wonder, does that actually mean that they'll make it? I guess, only time will tell. But, yeah, like, the elk genetics are still looking good, but I'm not as certain about the star ratings. So I believe this is it. Our bull is 8 years old, or 98%er. Where is the big fella? Inevitably, he's hiding really good. That guy's still 1-star. There is the big bull. He's still a 4-star. I can't believe that. Look at the rack, though. I mean, we can hope he pushes to 21 years old. I can't say I've seen a bull do it. We're definitely going to get up close and get, like, a good look at him, but Oh man, I'm stunned that he didn't make it. I mean, look at the size of that frame. For that to be 4-star? Ah, that's just crazy. I almost want to take him. But like, I think if he would get the 21 somehow, he'd make it. I don't know what it is, 50-50, whatever. Surely this guy will get there, but now, I don't know. So this is going to determine everything. I think this is the final rest to pass another cycle. If he somehow makes it to 21, I think he makes 5-star. There are the elk. There's a bull back there, I think. No, it's a cow. Yeah, that guy's 9-year-old. He's a 2-star now. What I don't see is a real wide set bull walking through there. How he didn't make it at 96%, I genuinely have no idea. I want to let him get through there just in case. The only thing I can think of, like, could it be because, like, no, they're healthy now. I thought maybe since they weren't, like, in the healthy state, maybe 5-star is impossible, but they are. And in addition to that, for whatever reason, no more bulls in here. As I said earlier, like, maybe that's intended, but, like, for the whitetail, for instance, that one that we had to shoot twice the 40%er, there was a 1-star young right back in there, no problem. Not really sure what all that means. So we've got a ton of, I think, 5-star potential elk on the map, but now given the fact that, I mean, our 96%er didn't make it, maybe there are, you know, because there are randomized antlers and stuff. So maybe he just wasn't wide enough, or maybe he didn't have long enough tines. Like, purely based on genetics, you'd have thought he would have made it, but other things obviously can play a factor, and I guess in that case, it didn't work to our favor. So on the bright side, we don't need taxidermy money, but that's kind of a sad bright side. Part of me wants to just hammer out 12 age cycles and get to that 98%er, and, you know, see him all the way up to 20 years old and see what happens there. But I do think the map suffers for doing that. Like, if instead of just, like, really quickly going through those cycles, we do what we did today. Go through, shoot a bunch of stuff, keep on working our genetics. All those things benefit from that, as opposed to really just kind of trying to fast forward to getting that one other big bull. So I hope he makes it. The plan will be next time, past 12 age cycles, and see what we can do with that one. There's a couple others too that are like low 90s. We had our 5-star muley I mentioned in early access. I think he was 84.5%. Now he lived 1 year beyond their maximum age, so that helped. But man, it's crazy that didn't make it. But that just goes to show you, you never know where it's going to go, even with really good genetics. But on that note, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.